The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side, my greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and under the rule of a just God, cannot long retain it. You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of earth. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Discourage litigation. Persuade your neighbors to compromise whenever you can. As a peacemaker, the lawyer has superior opportunity of being a good man. There will still be business enough. Let's have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. Important principles may, and must, be inflexible. Stand with anybody that stands right, stand with him while he is right and part with him when he goes wrong. The things I want to know are in books. My best friend is the man who'll get me a book I ain't read. With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds. I remember my mother's prayers and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea, but if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. A woman is the only thing I am afraid of that I know will not hurt me. Avoid popularity if you would have peace. No matter how much cats fight, there always seem to be plenty of kittens. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, it is simply purgatory. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. I will prepare and someday my chance will come. When I do good I feel good, when I do bad I feel bad, and that's my religion. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. I don't know who my grandfather was, I am much more concerned to know what his grandson will be. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. If once you forfeit the confidence of your fellow citizens, you can never regain their respect and esteem. I want it said of me by those who knew me best, that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. What kills a skunk is the publicity it gives itself. I never had a policy, I have just tried to do my very best each and every day. Hold on with a bulldog grip, and chew and choke as much as possible. These men ask for just the same thing, fairness, and fairness only. This, so far as in my power, they, and all others, shall have. I can make more generals, but horses cost money. I care not much for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. There is no grievance that is a fit object of redress by mob law. When you have got an elephant by the hind legs and he is trying to run away, it's best to let him run. The leading rule for the lawyer, as for the man of every calling, is diligence. I do not expect the Union to be dissolved, I do not expect the house to fall, but I do expect it will cease to be divided. It will become all one thing, or all the other. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. Everyone desires to live long, but no one would be old. I was born and have ever remained in the most humble walks of life. We think the Dred Scott decision is erroneous. We know the court that made it has often overruled its own decisions, and we shall do what we can to have it overrule this. To give victory to the right, not bloody bullets, but peaceful ballots only, are necessary. I pass my life in preventing the storm from blowing down the tent, and I drive in the pegs as fast as they are pulled up. Some single mind must be master, else there will be no agreement in anything.